Today I fucked up when I took a guy's virginity, queefed in his face, and kind of forgot him. This is real and I feel pretty bad about this. I've told friends sugar-coated versions of this story but never the truth, so I let it out here. This ended up being long and I want it all out, so too long didn't read. At the bottom. Maybe 4 years ago, when I, 22F was in college, I had a Tinder phase. I used Tinder mainly as a hookup app, but some people were super sweet. There was this one guy, whose name I still don't remember, who matched with me and was really nice and funny. We met up and it turned out he was a virgin, we were the same age, and this was his first time ever, not just hooking up on Tinder. Well, the night in his car didn't exactly go smoothly. He may have had the biggest schlong I have ever seen, the condom he brought may have been too small, I may have queefed in his face when it was his first time eating a girl out, I may have farted in his face thinking it was a queef that resulted in us awkwardly standing outside his car with doors open to air it out, and I may have given up trying to lead and shove his massive schlong in me and finished him with my mouth. It was awkward, but he was cute. We met up a few times and we made out and did other stuff in his car, but we never attempted it again. He ended up kind of ghosting me, which I accepted, and we went on with our lives. So, I'd like to say about 2 years later, I went to Dave & Buster's with my friends. I was just hanging out and having fun, then this tall random stranger looking like Shaggy looked at me and called out my name with a shy smile. I deadass did not recognize this man and I just stared back thinking, how TF does he know my name? He said my name again and then I vaguely remembered him, but not his name. So to be polite I said, me, hey, him, insert white boy name I don't remember. Me, yeah, hey, wow, how are you? I didn't want to be rude and desperately tried to remember things about him, and it all came out horribly. I first asked if he was here with his girlfriend, which made sense in my mind since we met on Tinder, and said no, he didn't have one, and for some reason I let out a very sad sounding oh. Then I remembered he was really into old films, but it came out as you liked movies, right? He said yeah. And I'm like, oh well, it was nice seeing you. And then we separated and my friend was laughing her ass off. She said later in the prize section he saw me and did a 180. Everyone remembers when they lost their virginity and who it was to, even if you don't remember all your hookups. I feel so bad because he probably thinks the girl who took his V card doesn't remember him. If you're reading this, I remember you Dave/Michael/Stanley, I just don't remember your name, I'm sorry. Too long didn't read. Took a guy's virginity, queefed and farted in his face, got ghosted, met up years later and forgot him and proceeded to sound like I really did forget him, probably hurting his feelings. Hi y'all, thanks for the awards. To clarify, no, I'm not black, I'm Chinese. Not sure how you came to that conclusion. I didn't mean to offend anyone with the name joke. His name was literally something like John or Dave. And this is blowing up unexpectedly, so I'm going to log out of this account and read the comments from my main. Haha. He was genuinely a sweet person and I wish him the best. If you recognize this, don't DM me and I'm gonna believe you've never seen this and I'm never using this account again. Also, nothing wrong with hooking up with people, not now, as long as you stay safe, and queefing is normal. It happens. Trust me, if I had any control over that I would choose not to let that happen, ever, unless someone has a queef fetish, then maybe. Last edit, then I'm out. There is nothing wrong with hooking up with someone as long as everyone is consenting, safe, and you take care of yourself physically and mentally. Sometimes people just want to have sex cause they're horny. And to the people saying how could I forget the guy WTF blah blah blah. It was literally 2 years later. He ghosted me, not the other way around. No hard feelings though, and he looked completely different and I didn't remember everything on the spot. I deleted Tinder and was focused on other things. And even if someone did forget their hookup partner, hey, it happens. Everyone is different. Some people want a meaningful person-to-person connection every time they have sex. Others feel differently. Now I'm officially done. Good night y'all, I'll be reading from my main in the morning. Tall random stranger looking like Shaggy, likes oink scoop, there's the girl that farted in my face hair. Probably ruined the guy's chance of a vanilla sex experience, Lamau _ I can only come when you fart in my face _ Okay, but was he looking like bombastic Shaggy or like Zoinks Shaggy? I have to know this. Like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo live action movie. If you had said I don't remember your name but I remember you had a huge DCK, I feel like he would be okay with that. I hope the girl who took my V-card doesn't remember me. My high school girlfriend and I lost our V-cards together until her dad came home. Hope he doesn't remember me. My hopes aren't too high though. We're getting married next year. Today I fucked up by selling my one GameStop stock before they blew up on the stock market. I bought a GameStop stock before Black Friday with the goal of riding with the stock until after the holidays because why not? I sold my stock on the 14th of December because I was losing money and figured it was only going downhill from here, and plus it was just one stock. It's not like it's going to be $346.37 a share or anything. I fucked up big time. That $12 stock could have gotten me close to $400 or even $500. This is why I'm a biology major and not in finances. I take full responsibility. I wish I can go back and not only kept the stock but brought more than one share. I brought only one since I'm a broke college student working minimum wage. TL drive. I am a big dumb and sold my one share of GameStop worth $12 before they blew up on the stock market. Edit, forgot to add proof GameStop today I fucked up. Edit 2, thank you all for stopping by. I wish you all a good day. Smiley face. Final edit, I corrected the broad line. My apologies, I was writing the post on my phone during my lunch break and I guess I had a lapse of judgment when editing the post, and my apologies again for not editing it sooner. Life got in the way. Thank you all so much for reading this and for the kind words. I hope you all have a great day/weekend. You couldn't have known, just like it is pointless to feel bad you did not buy a computer with 4 graphics cards and left it running for a couple of months at the time Bitcoin was launched. In that case you would have sold everything when they hit $50 or something, so you can feel bad about that now anyway. I had 20 shares of Tesla I bought before the 5-1 split, at $80 per share. Sold them at $240 and was stoked I turned $1,600 into $4,800. Those would be worth $83,000 or so had I kept them. Live and learn. I was awarded 300 shares of Amazon stock in like 2014. Was worth $350 per and I sold at $700. Still made a bundle because I didn't buy them initially, but could have definitely made more. To be sure, most finance majors would have told you to never buy it in the first place. Brick and mortar in the 2020s during a pandemic. Can I sell you a bridge in Brooklyn? NGL, you really can't blame the shorts for thinking it was gonna die. I mean, fuck those ghouls sideways with a rusty pineapple, but it wasn't necessarily born of a poor understanding of the gaming market and where it's headed. Don't feel bad. I thought selling my 1.8 Bitcoin for a couple $100 was awesome. Phew, my head. I play poker. Sometimes you do exactly what you're supposed to and just get unlucky against another player on the river. Other times you do something really dumb and reckless with a bad hand and end up being the one who gets lucky. If you bought the stock before Black Friday, it looks like that means you paid about $14.25 for your share, and sold it for $12.72 on the 14th of December. I assume it's not money you absolutely need in your pocket if you were willing to put it up in the first place. And keeping with the poker analogy, even though the odds that the stock would soar were probably very low at the time, with such a small amount at risk, and this is an assumption, that amount might not be a small or negligible to some, your pot odds to stick around and ride it out probably weren't bad, i.e. high chance of losing the small amount you've staked so far in exchange for a small chance to make a lot, or to at least potentially profit some. But I'm not a stock expert and stocks aren't poker, so it's not a perfect analogy, but at the end of the day this is not something you could have predicted or researched beforehand to know about, and with the information you had at the time, cutting your losses definitely wasn't a dumb / move. But I do think given the small amount at stake, taking it out after only a month probably wasn't a plus F play either. It may feel like you lost the money that you would have gotten if you kept it, but in reality you only lost about $1.50 and you can't beat yourself up over what was a perfectly reasonable decision at the time, considering GameStop hasn't been doing so hot financially, I think. Today I fucked up by leaving my So's sex toys out. This happened about 15 minutes ago. I have been trying to adhere to my New Year's resolution. The other day was leg day and I have been super sore. The only massage device I have access to is my So's personal massager. I took the device out of the storage container and put it on the bed to massage my thighs. While looking at the other toys, I remembered that the last time we used the other toys I couldn't find the proper toy soap, and subsequently the toys were washed with hand soap and warm water. I thought I should clean them properly. I left them on a towel to dry in the bathroom. I then used the personal massager on myself and left it out on the bed. Well, today we were getting a quote from a contractor on fixing some stuff around the house. We talk with him and sign a contract. He then says I need to take some measurements. I'm sitting with my child watching cartoons while he is taking measurements. I realize as he is in the back of the house that I left my So's toys out. I look down the hall and sure enough he is in my bedroom, so there is no way to quickly remediate the situation. I try to hold back my laughter, while telling my So that I need to tell her something when we are alone. I walk her to the bedroom and she sees the massager on the bed. She laughs and says that is not a big deal. I walk her to the bathroom and she starts laughing extremely hard, but she is super embarrassed and somewhat mad with me. I say I should post this to Today I Fucked Up, and she says that she will only forgive me if this post get 5,000 upvotes. Please help a stupid man, thank you Reddit. Too long didn't read, left my So's sex toys out in plain view while a contractor was taking measurements of the house. Edit, my So is not going to leave me over this. We have a kid. I have done stupid shit and she has stuck with me. She is going to hold this over me, but in a playful / make fun of me sort of way. I included the upvotes comment because that is what she said. I don't care if you upvote or not. Just a funny story. As someone who's had to go into a lot of people's houses, I can tell you it probably didn't faze the guy. My only gripe was houses that smell bad, cigarettes, cat piss, garbage, etc. Other than that you're golden. Hope you hit 5k. Edit, phase to phase. That's not too bad. Adults have sex toys. A friend asked me to borrow some Allen keys to disassemble his bed, as he and his wife were moving. Well, since I brought over the tools, I might as well stay and help, right? We got the headboard off and he explained how there were 4 baseboards that all came off next. I asked, hey, anything under the bed you want to relocate beforehand? His eyes got big, he laughed and said, OMG, she would have killed me if you saw anything. Yeah, step outside for 10 seconds. You're a good friend. Once I was house sitting for a friend's family when I was still in high school. My mom was a super snooper at the time, so I brought my box of toys with me to the house for safekeeping. Imagine my surprise when I went back to her house after work the next day to find them all out, and the rest of the house cleaned. They had a fucking house cleaner come by, and she went through my stuff, found the toys, pulled them out, and then sent a picture to the homeowners. BTW, the homeowners were my friend's grandparents. I died that day. To me that says more about the housekeeper than you. It says she makes personal judgments and tries to stir shit rather than just cleaning a drawer, seeing it's private and close it. If I were those grandparents I would think, what is she found a jar of cash, etc. It appears she doesn't know where she's not wanted and takes photos of intimate items. Let's say they were the grandparents' toys and she made that decision? Exclamation mark.